Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. So it's Cypher Sigma here, a little under the weather, but hey ho. And obviously it's Monday, so we have another collection in depth, part 18. There's no point beating around the bush because you've only come here to see what movies I have, so let's get into it. So here we finished off the end of the episode in Plain Sight, Season 1. Apologies for my voice, I have a bit of a cold. So obviously what follows Plain Sight Season 1 is Season 2. Not watched this either, so I don't really have much to say. We have Inspector Gadget. Number 1, Matthew Broderick. I didn't think this was too bad back in the day. And then obviously the not really great sequel. Yeah, obviously the bloke who I think played Harry from the Sun is the main protagonist, just isn't that great. In Good Company, a big fan of Toph Grace back in the 90s. Did quite like this kind of rom-com. Dennis Quaid. If I can get it back in, apologies. Then we have Inside Man. Really, really good film about a bank heist. A few good twists and turns in it. Very, very good film. I would definitely recommend this. Insomnia, very different film from Robin Williams, as him kind of being a killer that they're out to get. Very, very good, I thought. Very well played out. Instant Family, very good film. Me and my wife saw it at the cinema. Very kind of goes over the whole adoption, and obviously these family end up adopting 3 kids because they don't want the siblings to split up. So very, very a very subject that isn't really featured quite a lot. Instinct, I watched this a little while ago. Wasn't a very good film, I honestly thought. Obviously it's got good actors and stuff in it, but yeah, I don't think the story really holds up. Interstellar, not my favourite Christopher Nolan movie by a long way. It was alright, personally. Interview with a Vampire, watched this a little while ago. I actually really, really did like this on the last watch of it, which is a test of time for a 90s movie to still done. I thought it was very good how it's done from the kind of viewpoint of Christian Slater's character. Then we have In the Line of Fire, good old Clint Eastwood there as he protects the president. In the Name of a King, a very bad Jason Statham kind of King Arthur type movie. Obviously Ron Perlman there as well. The Valley of Elah. I don't really recall this one, so I can't really say. It says it's a thriller. Whether it turned out to be, I don't remember it, if I've watched it. Then we have In Time, quite a good movie starring Justin Timberlake. Very good concept, I thought, very well executed. The story is good, it's not great, but there we go. Then we have Into the Blue, good old Paul Walker and Jessica Alba. Then we have Into the Storm. This is kind of those natural disaster movies with the main lady from Prison Break, and obviously she was the wife of Rick from The Walking Dead. Then we had the musical Into the Woods with Anna Kendrick, and I didn't think this is too bad. Not the greatest musical out there. Intolerable Cruelty, Catherine Zeta-Jones. Obviously the sticker's still on it, so I've not seen it, so I can't comment. Then we have Invasion. They only did 1 series of this. I do hear people quite like this and were gutted. Obviously I bought it 2 for $5 from a discount store that doesn't exist now. Then we had the really bad Invincible martial arts film. Yes, don't let the people who produced it let it off. It's not the greatest movie in the world. And then we have Ip Man, good movie. Really like Donnie Yen. Then Ip Man 2, really liked it as well. And then the third one, which I've not seen, The Legend is Born, Ip Man. I think that's free anyway. Then we have I, Robot. Quite a good Will Smith movie from back in the day. Then a movie I got from my friends. I absolutely love this movie. It's a very disturbing movie. Irreversible, French. It is kind of set in reverse. As I say, so the first scene is like the last scene in the movie, and then it goes backwards. I Spit on Your Grave 2. I don't know why I've got 2 but not 1. Because I don't feel I've seen 2, but I remember seeing 1. My Spy, obviously Eddie Murphy Owen Wilson as comedy. Then you may remember this from my Cineworld challenge. Yeah, still to rewatch it recently. And then we had a new version, part 1. Really liked part 1. 2, I thought floundered a little bit, but really hard to follow up when you have a really good movie. It Could Happen to You. Really like this Nicolas Cage one, where he goes in and buys a drink and says he's got a lottery ticket, he'll give her half the winnings, and they actually win the lottery, and it's all the kind of stuff that comes out of that. Then we have I Think I Love My Wife, Chris Rock. This doesn't really stick in my mind, so I can't really comment if it's even a good movie. A Boy Girl Thing, obviously I think Bad Day, Daniel Powter's song, is from this. I really like this movie. It's kind of the swapping places one. I don't think it was done too bad. Then one of my friend's favourite Christmas movies, It's a Wonderful Life. I actually really did like this. Do need to get that sticker off there though. But yeah, it was a really good movie. I only watched it I think a year or so ago. I Want Candy. Haven't seen it, so I can't. You can kind of see the reasons why I may have bought it. Apologies, struggling to get DVDs in. Then we have Jack, the Robin Williams film, where he ages a lot quicker than everyone else. Very, very sad, but endearing movie. And then we have Jack and Sarah, obviously where a man has to look after his daughter and kind of the trials and tribulations that come with that story. Then we go into the famous Jackasses. So we have the first movie here. Then number 2, a massively lovely. It's back in the 80s. I've never really re-watched them. I have watched the latest one, but I don't own it. But I wasn't too impressed whether I'm getting older. Obviously 3.5. Because I used to like it and see why people did buy me all this stuff. So that's why I have all these additional bits. Then not so great Jack and Jill. Hey, you can't always make, unfortunately, you can only sprinkle glitter on a turd. Jack Frost, obviously Michael Keaton, the kind of Christmas film. I haven't watched this in a while. Hopefully I'll get to watch this Christmas. And then I know Matt's V Movies picked this up recently. Jackie Brown, good old Quentin Tarantino. Doesn't really do a bad movie. Good old Quentin. Jackie Chan's First Strike. Really like this kind of movie back in the day. This is one of the ones my mate got me into. I'd never even heard of this at the time. And then the final one on that shelf is another Jackie Chan, Master with Cracked Fingers. I'm not sure if I've watched this one, so I can't really comment. And then we move up to the top row here. So then we have Jack Reacher. Did like this movie, loved the series better. I look forward to getting a copy of that sometime. Jack Ryan, Christian, weren't a big fan of this. I don't know, he did do quite a few espionage movies. Chris Pine at the time, and I don't think any of them really hit that one. Jack the Giant Slayer had a lot of potential. I am a really big fan of this guy, and I can't remember his name. Nicholas Hoult. I do think he has the potential to be the next Tom Cruise. I just think he doesn't get the right movies, or if you've seen the zombie movie Warm Bodies and a few other ones, it actually shows his range. Then we go into the James Bonds. So we have Moonraker here. I got this I think in a charity shop, so I've not watched that. Tomorrow Never Dies, good old Pierce, my favourite James Bond, but it's probably because that's who I grew up with. And then obviously Die Another Day with the invisible car that we all probably remember. And then we go into the Casino Royales. See, I don't have many James Bonds. We have Casino Royale, and obviously then Skyfall, and then Spectre, and there's Die Another Day, which was the last one. Then we've got a few comedy ones. So Jason Manford, my wife really likes him, so these are hers. So we have 3. I've not seen any of these, but obviously if you do like Jason Manford, these are probably highly recommended by her. Then AJ's Movie Place, his favourite movie, Jaws. Yeah, it's on my 100 list. I did I think I rewatched it last year, and I saw it at the cinema a few years ago with my friend, and actually did really enjoy it. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, classic, kind of when he was running out a little bit of steam, I think Kevin Smith. And then obviously Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. This is the talk show where they go around and talk about stuff. Say, I got this probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and I say it's I don't know, as I've got older, maybe my tastes have changed a little. JCVD, Jean-Claude Van Damme, love this movie where I think supposedly loosely based off true events. Really good. The roundhouse kick there with the cigarette was, I think, very funny. J. Edgar, have not seen this film, as you see the labels on, so I can't comment. I do like the President type movies. Then we have Jeepers Creepers. Yes, I know, obviously the director is a convicted, but I do like these movies. I don't like them because of him. I have seen the third one, but it is. And then Jeff Dunham. We all knew about Ahmed here. He kind of became quite popular, I think, in the 2010s. And it got some stuff by him, as you will see now. Jeff Dunham's Arguing with Myself, Minding the Munsters, and the really bad Jeff Dunham Show. Jennifer's Body. Everybody really raves about this one, but I liked it. I didn't think it was amazing. Then Show Me the Money. Yes, it is Jerry Maguire. I actually do really love this movie. I know some people don't like Tom Cruise and stuff. I do think he makes some really good films, and it is nice, a bit of a kind of down on his luck, and Cuba Gooding Jr. stuff. I think it is all round well cast. Jersey Girl, actually really liked this one as well. I thought Ben Affleck and Liv Tyler were quite a good pairing in this one. Obviously by Kevin Smith, so you'll see the reason why I've got it. Then we go into some more comedy. So again, these are my wives. I do like Jimmy Carr. I saw him a few years ago, my mate. Actually, really funny. I've warmed to him. So we have comedian, telling jokes. See, as he starts to get older, but still looks like a wooden doll. Jimmy Carr making people laugh. And then the final one, laughing and joking. Then we're on the top corner, so Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. I never really watched a TV series, but it's an animated movie, so I got it. It's worth a watch. I wouldn't really write home about it. The good old Schwarzenegger Jingle All the Way, trying to get the Turbo Man from Sinbad. Jobs. This is Ashton Kutcher. Actually, this is my favourite version of Jobs for movie-wise. I know they did the other version. I thought this is far better. It explores a lot more of his life, and you get to see a bit more background of him. Then more comedians. So Joe Lycett, we've seen him live. Do find him quite funny at times. And then I'm About to Lose Control, and I think Joe Lycett, I do quite like how he uses his names. Really old one, obviously from his Jerry O'Connell, from his days round about doing Sliders, was Joe's Apartment, about singing cockroaches. Very zany 90s. Obviously it's an MTV movie, first movie. Oh, there you go then. Yeah, and you tell by it's not the greatest in the world, but it's like switch your brain off and enjoy. Joe Somebody, actually really like this Tim Allen movie. Obviously bully that he works with picks on him, and then basically it's him standing up to it. Patrick Warburton is the bully as well, but yeah, it's quite a good cast and quite a good kind of good movie that Tim Allen did. Then more comedians. I do apologise. John Bishop Live, again my wives. Roller Coaster, even though I don't mind John Bishop. Then John Carter, I did actually really like this movie. I think it had a lot of potential, and I don't think I don't feel it deserves the disrespect it gets, but that is my opinion. Then we have good old Johnny English, number 1. And Johnny English Strikes Back. I don't own the third one, but I have seen it. And then a really good Keanu Reeves Johnny Mnemonic, where he downloads data into his brain. Kind of classic 90s sci-fi. Is that Dolph Lundgren and Ice-T really like this movie. I think this is near the time of The Matrix. It was showing kind of Keanu Reeves' range, and he does suit sci-fi quite well, I believe, or I think. John Q, another good Denzel Washington movie about a father who basically needs medication and goes into a hospital and kind of holds it up. Very good, powerful story. Really liked this. And the final one for this video is John Tucker Must Die. I think the title of that says it all. It's not the greatest. It's kind of the pop classic of the late 90s, early 2000s. It was okay. And there we go. That is the collection for today. So slowly starting to speed through the high levels, obviously the shelves and stuff. Hope you enjoyed the series. Please do let me know in the comments down below if you have any advisories, anything you want to see or that. Otherwise, I'm the Cypher Sigma, and I shall see you in the next one.